Wolves versus Spurs in the UEFA Cup final. The two captains, Alan Mullery of Spurs on the left, Jim McCalliagh of Wolves, looks as if he's about to call and decide which way he's going to play, and the teams are going to change ends. This is the first leg of the UEFA Cup final, and two English clubs through to the final out of the 64 that started. Well, now tonight's team news. Jim McCalliagh, in fact the Wolves captain, was the only Wolves doubt. He passed a test this afternoon, not the normal fitness test. In fact, he's had blurred vision, is still complaining of it slightly, but Bill McGarry, the manager, decided to risk playing him. The Spurs news, they are, as announced earlier in the day, captained by Alan Mullery, who was dropped from the England squad for the second West German match today. The referee, Bakramov of Russia, a famous figure in this country. In 1966 in the World Cup final, when Martin Peters played, who he's talking to now, Bakramov was the Russian linesman who gave the disputed Jeff Hurst goal when it ricocheted off the bar. He's consulted by the referee. Now a referee in his own right, of course, in a big match, and the two linesmen are both Russians as well. Keeper with a clear view round the right-hand side of the wall. And Chivers almost found that absolutely right. That was a tremendous effort by Martin Chivers. Cyril Knowles to take the kick. Oh, Chivers stole into space. That is twice in the first 8 minutes a Tottenham player has found space. Shaw, he measured that. England got it. The first corner of the match then to Wolverhampton Wanderers. Hibbert has gone across to take it, and he's played it quickly to Taylor. Monroe to Hibbert, number 8. Good early ball. No, it just wasn't pulled back far enough. Dugan made a run then, England went with him, they're together, and Dugan won it. That was a good ball for Dugan to win, and Jennings did well under pressure. It's one of those awkward situations, but a really good jump by Derek Dugan. And that's a shot by Hegan, and how about that? A real touch of the Pelés about that. Danny Hegan in tremendous form at the moment. No wonder the crowd applauded. The goalkeeper off the line, just inside the half, and what a shot it was. Jennings sprinted to get back, and it was, even then it was a good save. Footballing intelligence by Danny Hegan. Was Perryman. Hegan. And Monroe just offside. Peters. That's aimed at Chivers, who's alone up front. Hegan. Taylor for Wolves to Parks. Five minutes to half-time, no score in this UEFA Cup final first leg. Hibbert for Wolves. And England forced to handle, but he was pushed by Dugan. Hegan. Wagster. And Wagster fouled by Kinnear, and another one goes in the book. The two number 2s are now booked. And Mr. Bakramov of Russia, even the slightest suggestion of anything hard or that's been mistimed, has acted. Gilzine, Peters, wide as Mullery. Chivers. Flick by Hibbert to Dugan. What a mix-up. Hegan. Hegan, full of industry in midfield, full of enterprise around the goal. The final, Wolves have scored 27 against 7, and Spurs have scored 27 against 4. Wolves to kick off, and they reach the final beating Academica of Portugal, Den Haag of Holland, Carl Zeiss Jena of East Germany, Juventus of Italy, and Ferencváros of Hungary. Some good sides have fallen out at the hands of Wolves. Meanwhile, Spurs too have had a fairly tough passage, an easy first round against Keflavik, then they played Nantes of France, Bucharest, UT Arad, and in the semi-final AC Milan. Dugan, England living with him. Dugan did well, and off Cyril Noel's legs. Richards hit that, and it ricocheted off Noel's legs. It was going in. Dugan, brilliant play by Dugan to get it back. Richards right on the line, and in fact, it wasn't off the fullback's legs. It looked as if it came off the goalkeeper, but they didn't know much about that. A real escape for Spurs. Short corner to Wagstaff. This is Hibbett, number 8. Headed over the bar by Beale. Chivers! Superbly taken. Chivers picked the ball cleanly. A kick taken by England. Watch the goalkeeper start to come. He can't get there. He has to go back. Caught in no man's land. But the credit to Chivers, a brilliant header. 1-0 to Spurs. 57 minutes gone, and just after all that Wolves pressure. Shaw, number 2. Shaw really sticking at it. Hibbett, Hegan, McCalliog, Richards, Mullery hooked it away. Hibbett in the way, Mullery. And Mullery penalised. He didn't like it. It struck him rather than deliberate handling. So a free kick to Wolves just outside the box. Quickly taken. Hegan, McCalliog. It's 1 each. And the Spurs players caught absolutely spectating. They're as much a part of that as the spectators in the stand. Hegan's quick thinking laid it wide to McCalliog. The defenders hadn't covered. The shot too powerful for Jennings, and Spurs played totally then for standing still and not taking up defensive positions. 1 each. Hegan, the architect of so many Wolves moves. But Monroe really drove that, and Jennings. Number 9, Richards. Deflection by Pratt, and Jennings is earning his money tonight. What a good goalkeeper Pat Jennings is. Monroe, Dugan. So close, through so many legs on the way. Dugan, who's knocked in 9 already in this competition. Hegan with the kick. Beale got the back header, pushed wide by Monroe. Dugan right through that crowd of players. Nobody touched it, and it just needed a flick. Chivers. Chivers again. Gilzine spreading out square. What a shot! Kick that one out. Chivers second tonight after Spurs had been pushed back into defence, and it takes a player like Chivers to turn a situation from that into that and a Spurs lead. Parks beaten by the sheer speed and surprise of the shot. Two brilliant goals by Martin Chivers tonight, bringing his total in the competition to 8, and Spurs to a 2-1 lead with just over 2 minutes left. And Chivers again. He's won the throw. Taylor. Dugan. And Jennings, his whole body screening it. They're playing what injury time there is now. And there's the whistle. Wolverhampton Wanderers 1. Spurs 2, the Spurs players full of smiles as they leave the pitch. Chivers 2, and no wonder he's being mobbed. Eddie Bailey, the first to congratulate the coach, and those were 2 goals to remember by Chivers, especially the second. And they both came really after spells of Wolverhampton pressure. The Wolves goal scored by McCalliog, so they go into the second leg in 2 weeks' time. Wolverhampton Wanderers 1, Spurs 2.